Number 5, identify your idols. If you're going to survive in this ungodly society, you've got to identify your idols. Never allow a person whose character is questionable to be a moral compass. Let me repeat that. Never allow a person whose character is questionable to be a moral compass. There is nothing that causes more confusion and moral corruption than idol worship. You just got some movie star, some singer that you idolize. There's nothing that will screw you up more than idol worship. You know, when I was a little boy, a young teenager, my idol was Evel Knievel. Yeah, I mean, it was just something about taking a motorcycle and jumping, you know. I never jumped a car, I jumped a few sticks in the road, stuff like that, but I just loved that concept. You know, he was my idol. And I found out later, I watched a documentary on Evel Knievel, and I found out he was a womanizer. He was drink way too much. And it was just a lot of bad things about the man. You see, if you search your idols and find out what they're really like, you're not going to be impressed at all. I can guarantee you that. You're just not going. Truth, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So I want to challenge you to check out your idols, the people that you're really impressed with, the movie stars, the actors, the singers, and look at what they're really like. And it's a huge letdown, by the way. It really is. Huge letdown. Number 6, survival skill. Never allow talking heads to be your conscience. Never allow talking heads to be your conscience. You know, your consciousness is supposed to be the Spirit of God in the Bible, you see. And people who don't have the Spirit of God and they don't read their Bibles, their consciousness will be their idols and talking heads. Yeah, you see this all the time, you know. The mindless wizards on The View, and, well, Ellen said this, you know, mindless wizards. And that's who they trust, and that's who they look to when you don't have the Spirit of God and you don't know your Bible. Number 7, don't let your enemy stop you. 1 Thessalonians 2 and verse 18, wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once again, but Satan hindered us. You know, I could give you a list a mile long of the way that Satan stops us. And when I say stop, I'm just saying you're sitting on your hands, you're not doing anything. You're not moving off dead center. You're not doing anything. You're just grieving in your misery. He has a list a mile long of ways that he hinders us and stops us from doing what we need to be doing. My own personal experience is something I might have told you before, but in school, I was very good at dodgeball. I couldn't be hit with dodgeball. I mean, I just couldn't. I don't care how many, 8 balls coming toward me, I could dodge them all. It's just amazing. I mean, I impressed myself with that stuff. But anyway, a couple of guys over there watching me. I was just outwardly expressing myself, getting into the game, having a wonderful time. And a couple of guys were watching me. And I don't know if they were jealous or what, but they came up to me and they said, you really think you're something, don't you? You really think you're something. You need to be lowered down to our level. And we got in a fight. But that event at that early age, it was a defining moment for me. And it was a defining moment because I sort of went around for a big part of my life thinking, you should never think of yourself as something. You are less than nothing, And it sort of it drove me crazy for many years. And things, I'd always question my motives. Or are you sure you got the right motive? And you shouldn't think yourself to be anything, because you're less than nothing. Yeah, see, there are defining moments that can destroy us if you allow it. And you need to get past your defining moments and realize that was a bunch of crock anyway. They were just jealous and for whatever reason, and I needed to get past that. But those bad foundational defining moments, Satan will use against you to stop you, where you won't do a thing. You always question yourself whether you should do it or not, and you won't do a thing but sit on your hands. Don't let Satan hinder you. Do the work. Get busy.